Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Ready.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. That's swung out wide to Harris. Well, the power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Watson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down that's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. First and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
19 right.
Hurts. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Robert Tonyan, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Buffalo 18.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Got a man. It's Tonyan. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And they run with Harris off the option.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
They go play action with Hurts.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And some room to roam now. Past the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run with Davis Price.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Robert Tonyan
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Watson on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Here we go. Set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Chigakakwo.
53 yards.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And the Raiders have got him.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
On 1st and 10, Watson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And it'll be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hawk 70, 19 Wyatt.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Jalen Hurts
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
79 Broncos. Warriors 70. Hustle, hustle.
They're going to look to throw.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's just going to dump this one off. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Raiders pick it up. That he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back. So we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Mills on 4th down.
And he finds McLaurin.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Mills again.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 19.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Let's go.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving them. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Cowboys are able to at least get 1 score back. Elliott good on the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the right side with Harris. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
They'll run again with Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Cup 19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Okay, break.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Rolling to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Chigakonkwo
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Third and short yardage, Mills.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inch.